Welcome to the Morning Dig podcast with Chris Williams, where in under 5 minutes, I discuss experiences, achievements, and lessons that have motivated me so they can also help you kickstart your day and to keep digging in. What's up, guys? Welcome to this new episode of the Morning Dig podcast. I want to talk to you guys about a topic that I don't think a lot of us really ever think too deeply about, but it's something that I've noticed I personally do a lot. I know my wife does it, and I know a handful of other people that, it's just general conversation thing. And that's when we get back from vacation, we always talk about, man, I could move there. Man, I would live there if I could. When I was on vacation in Hawaii, I found myself feeling the same way. Man, I wish I could live here. I wish I could just live here forever. I wish I just didn't have to go back. And I really started to audit that, and I really started to think about that and think deeply about where that was coming from. What was the root source of this desire to move to Hawaii? Absolutely, it's beautiful. Absolutely, it has some amazing opportunities and options for me, from the beaches to the weather, lots of other things that they offer there. And I absolutely love going to Hawaii. I go there every year. I've been going for a long time, probably since I was just a little kid. But I thought, what about it makes me want to live here full time? Would I get the same joy and fulfillment living here that I do from, say, a 7 to 14 day trip? I started wondering, would I? And honestly, I don't think I would enjoy it as much as I do on vacation. I know people that have moved there and absolutely love it, but I just don't know if that speed of life would actually fulfill me over the long term. And so I started wondering, why do we feel that way? Is it the place? Or is it something else? And I started realizing it's actually something else. And what I think it actually is we fall in love with the freedom. We fall in love with the lack of responsibility. We fall in love with being able to make our own schedules. And I think that is something we can control at home. That is something we can strive to do more of at home. You don't need to pick up and move for that to happen, because if your demands don't change at home, they're not going to change when you move to this vacation spot. They're not going to change just because you're in the tropics. Your schedule and your demands and what life throws at you is not going to change just because you're in Hawaii instead of North Dakota. Sure, the weather changes, but you still got a job. You still got family responsibilities. You still got to get up at a certain time, unless you're retired. But I mean, again, that's a whole different scenario than the people I'm talking to right now. So what can we do to change? If you own your own business, you can start delegating some of your responsibilities to others to create that freedom and some time, and lowering your time commitment to your company. If you're an employee, you can just start finding ways to free up a morning or make your weekends more about fun rather than strict adherence to a schedule. I get it with kids, things along those lines, it's harder to do, but it's something you can definitely start chipping away at over time. You don't need to move to a vacation destination to start creating some freedom and flexibility in your life that ultimately is more than likely the reason you don't want to leave and go home. It can be done at home the same way it's done on vacation. Maybe not to the degree of freedom, but you can definitely start building that life that you want to live, that you ultimately want to live. With me and the mentorship that I'm in and the business coaching that I'm in, we talk about it as building your perfect day. Your perfect day should feel like vacation. So I'm challenging you to start looking into ways you can start building towards your perfect day and start being on vacation every day. Just something to think about. If you're like me and you feel like when you go on vacation, you'd rather never go back or move there permanently, a lot of that is probably rooted in you're not doing the most you can to control your own schedule and control the things you're doing every day. Think about it, dig into it, and keep digging in. Thank you for taking the time today to experience the Morning Dig podcast. Whether you're a first-time listener or long-time listener, I hope that this has given you value, that you found the time to share this with friends so that you keep inspiring and rising the tides for all. If you haven't yet, take a moment to check the description below and follow me on my social media accounts for daily motivation, education, inspiration that I hope continues to provide value for years to come. As always, my goal is value. So if this provides value, continue sharing with others, keep digging in.